Hi everyone, it's Carrie. We are at home today. We are going to go in and see what's new. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well today. Did you all have a good weekend? Ours was just busy. We're in the middle of a move right now, so things are slightly crazy, but we'll figure it all out. Right up front, we've got some of the turf. This one's a 5x7. It's $80. We've got some little outdoor kind of side tables here. These are $45. Each of them are $45. Got some pretty patterns up top on these. And flower pots. This is one of the things that I love most about the at-home store this time of year. They have an incredible selection of flower pots. So if you've not been, I highly recommend checking them out. If you're looking for super huge flower pots, I'll show you a little later in the video why I like their flower pots. So we've got some replacement cushions here. These are only $8. Whoops. We've got a few different patterns in there. I really like this pattern. It's a very pretty kind of base green. The floral's real pretty. I do have to grab a replacement for the little solo stove here. We use this on our patio. So the actual unit is $40. The little replacement fuel is $8. And you're good to go to do marshmallows on top of that too. That's what we use it for also. The at-home store does sell plenty of patio furniture. So this one has the outdoor wicker, a metal center table. So that chair is $80. That particular set is sold in kind of, pieces. The table was $180, and then the umbrella up there is $60. Then we've got some melamine plastic plates for outside. That's $4. This one is $5. Got some more flower pots over here. These are the terracotta style. $13 for this one. $7 on that one. This one's kind of cool. That one's a little bit too heavy to pick up, but it had kind of a gold finish on it. Okay, this is what I love about the at-home store. These flower pots here are absolutely gigantic. And when I say gigantic, I mean almost commercial size gigantic. This is $130. The material that it's made of is so lightweight that I'm moving this around with one hand. That is what I love about their flower pots. You can get these massive statement pieces and they are not thousands of dollars. This one is $60. This one is a terracotta type ceramic. $70 for that one. And they have both. They have the plastic ones, they've got the ceramic, they've got terracotta, they have just about every material you could imagine on a flower pot. This is $50 for this one. And in my previous videos, I've gone through a whole bunch of their flower pots, but I just try to remind everyone, just in case you're new here, and in case you did not realize the size of the flower pots that they have. So that one's $90. So I use those and we just drill a hole in the bottom, drain them out, that way the water can run through. Their July 4th collection, I adore. Mostly, I really love this table and chairs here. Those are $200. I just think it's a perfect red. The at-home store also has an amazing selection of throw pillows, both for the patio and for the home, and also replacement cushions for all of your patio furniture. They have so many patterns, so many colors. This is super pretty. The material on here is super soft. That to me seems like an indoor pillow. $15 for that one. And look at the detail on this one here with the little, there's like little beads in here on our little firecracker popsicles. I think this is my favorite though. I love these. It's a little pick, but they're little, to me, they look like little kind of like firecracker kabooms. And those are $4. Sorry about that. That was blurry. And I can link my last video where we came in and I went through a lot more of this in detail. I've got this patio set here. This one is $500. So you're getting the love seat, the 2 chairs, and the table. That's what the table looks like. And it comes with these pillows. So you just, you know, nice neutral base. And then you can put whatever other pillows you want on there and make it your own. Here's another set that we have. This one's also $500. Glass tabletop on that one. Okay, you see, we'll get back to those flower pots there in a minute. They're huge. So $380. When I tell you, like, this is a commercial size. This was higher than my waist, and I'm close to 5'8". Those are huge. I do like this set here also. It is $300. And then see all those pillows in the background. When I tell you they have a lot of pillows, they have a lot of pillows. So this set here is $200. It is 2 rocking chairs. And these are a little bit more on the generous size of chairs. This little small patio set, this is $380. The table had storage inside. Then we have this 3-piece set. This one is $300. I like that material. And this umbrella here is, it's like a 3, like a double size. It almost looked like it was 3, but it's $150. Let's jump into some area rugs. They have a huge selection of area rugs. We always try to check out a few little sections each time. And so what they do is they put their rug on display, and then they'll show you the 3 sizes or 4 or however many sizes they have, along with the price for each of those sizes. And then it tells you which bin it's in, and then you just go grab your rug. You'll see the 8x10 there. That's $300. There's a really pretty pattern on that one. And see, this one comes in a lot of styles and different price points on those. It's a nice pretty neutral. That one comes in 4 different sizes there. And you can always screenshot or pause to grab those. I know sometimes I move a little bit quickly through here. This one's kind of cool. It's a little shaggy in there also. And they do sales on their rugs. Unfortunately, they'll have the clearance rugs though mixed in with the regular rugs. So it's just a little bit of work to kind of dig through it, but they don't typically throw a whole section of rugs up for clearance. They might, you know, if they've got like a big grouping that they're getting rid of, but sometimes you have to just kind of keep flipping through the rugs. They'll have them tagged. It'll say clearance when they do have them on clearance. I like the pattern on that one too. This one is fun. I like modern like this one. It's a little bit shaggy though, as is this one. They've got, if you'll notice, some of them have inches, some of them have the feet. Just make sure your math is ready. Make sure your math is ready so that you don't grab the wrong size rug. I did that once, just not thinking. See how these will say like 91 inches long, and sometimes you'll see it'll say like a 5x7 or something. So just double check before you grab your rugs. This one I thought was pretty. This one's got some pretty browns in it. It actually has blue in it also. Can you see that? So price-wise, I don't feel that they're too far off from like a Home Goods. It just depends, because sometimes at Home Goods you will find an absolute screaming deal on a very, very large rug. But price-wise, all the rugs feel like they're about the same price. I was buying some throw rugs yesterday. See, here's a clearance one. So it's just kind of tucked in there. So you have to, just search around a little bit. But I was at Target buying some throw rugs for my son's new place. And, I was like, holy cow, little rug for the front door was, $50. Which we have a brand new Target, and I think it's super cool. So I don't normally always go in and do videos in Target because ours are just super busy stores. That's a fun pattern there too. But I might actually try to go up one evening when the store's a little quieter and go in and show you guys around there. It's a larger than normal Target, which is kind of cool. This one has some really good golds in there. Can you see the sheen on that one? It's pretty. And then we've got some outdoor rugs. We have looked at the outdoor rugs before. The prices are actually on the other side of where I'm flipping them, but we'll just kind of run through here. I'll show you a few of the different patterns in this section. They have, I think, 2 other sections like this of outdoor rugs. But if you're looking for outdoor rugs right now, check your Home Goods. If you have Home Sense, check Home Sense, because they literally have 9x12 outdoor area rugs for, I think yesterday it was not yesterday, when I was there a couple days ago. It was $130 for the 9x12 outdoor area rugs. They've got like 3 or 4 different patterns on them, so I just thought it was a really good price for those. This is a really good blue. But if you're looking for a big variety, this is where I would go. I have this one on my back patio. I like this kind of spring green in here, little green and blue, and they've got some really good bold patterns. So this one I like. It's kind of like a 2 texture. You got a little bit of a carpet feel. And we've got, that's a pretty neutral, but see how bold this orange is right here? And then you'll see, let me show you the price. So on that particular one, it's $120 on their larger one. So if you're looking for a great big outdoor area rug, just give your Home Goods, Home Sense a try first. It's a good neutral. This one's a fun tropical. This one has a hand hook pattern to it. And we're going to check some statuaries for the garden. They do have a really good selection of statuaries for the garden. This one's $70. These 2 little cuties here are $30. Then we've got our little totem poles up here. Well, that's what they look like to me. They're not totem poles, they're just little, anyhow, that's what it looked like to me. $60 for these. I love these, they're blowing bubbles. $30 for that one. And those don't light up or anything, but they were just super cute. We've got our little moose in a boat. He's adorable. Our little frogs. Let's see if we can grab a price on this one. $25. $70 for the elephants. We've got our dragons right here. $200. And we'll get back to something a little cuter up here. We've got some cute little bears. 50 on this one. This lights up. These are cute. $50. Let's see, this one is $150. Got our roosters here. This one is $100. There's a whole aisle. In fact, they've got a few aisles of garden statuaries in a variety of sizes, styles, you name it. And we've got some more things over here for the garden. I had to look at this one. One of our kids made this, literally this exact same thing out of little flower pots when they were little. That's $15. I still have it in a box. $25 for this one. Who would have known that what he created he could have been selling in a store? We've got some flamingos there lounging around. So this is really cute. It is solar, and so it'll light up inside there. $20. We've got 13. These owls, these all obviously they light up, so they're all solar. There were fairy lights inside there, so this did light up. Sorry, not fairy lights. It had a little LED light in it. We've got our golfing gnomes. $20 for that one, our little fisherman. Okay, so I did buy these. I bought them for my son's fence in his yard, and we hooked them up last night, and they look pretty cool. We learned a lesson, though. You have to actually turn them on and pick your colors before you screw them into the fence. I thought there would be a switch on the back of it, but no. So if you have to make adjustments to it, unfortunately, you do have to unscrew it from the fence and make your changes from there. But they are pretty cool. So these are $4. Those are deck lights. And then here are solar LED. This is a wall light. I love that because it gives you the option to have kind of a carriage light look without having the wiring. So yeah, that one's going home with me. And then we've got some other deck lighting here. This one's pretty fun. $8. The disco ball lamps, these are new. $40, a few different colors in that. And they do have a pretty big clearance aisle right now. So if you're looking for some clearance things, it's probably time to go check it out. They have a lot of really good lamps in here on sale. So this will be 50% off of the 40. This will be 50% off the 40. I like the base on this one. We've got some good selections in here. Little dinosaur. We've got some golds down here. $40 for that one. Again, half off. That's a pretty good deal for some lamps. There's even light bulbs in here. Let's see what else we can find. Here are pennant lights. Ooh, okay, so these are going to be 50% off. I was able to find one price on one of them. So the original price was $35, so half of that. The other boxes, I spun them around and could not find pricing for some reason. However, they had a few different styles. I put my box up there, sorry. That's pretty fun also. That's a really good deal for pennant lights. So, okay, that one is normally $80. That one also plugs in. And they do have a huge selection of lanterns for both inside and out. These are 20. Has the glass inside, so you can put, I would put an LED, anything that's like wood or natural material. I'd recommend an LED candle instead of something with fire in those. It's a good sturdy metal. I've got a lot of fun gold ones. That one I think is really pretty. I'm not a huge fan typically of gold in my house, but I think these are really pretty. I like the finish on them. I tend to lean more towards polished chromes, modern. But I also love super vintage, so it's kind of this like juxtapose of this copper. Those are really pretty. Sorry, got completely distracted by the copper. I think those are really cool. This green is fun, $25 there. I think between here and Kirkland's, they tend to be my two favorite places to check out lanterns. And then we have all of the smaller ones. A lot of these have the LED battery operated candles inside of them. $6 on that one. This one here is really pretty. I like that natural. Also lights up. They've got a lot of really pretty colors in here. And then you've got the great big ones down here. This has 3 little LED candles in it. Those are 50, battery operated, so those are not solar. And we've got some topiaries. I think we were seeing some of these at, I think it was HomeSense the other day. In HomeSense, they were about $70, $80, so these are right on. This one lights up. It does. Got taller ones over here. This one here is 90. And they come with the small little planters. They had a whole bunch of these, the ladders, but decorative ladders, so these are 50. And they had them in the natural and the black color. Obviously, they have a ton of poofs and ottomans. They had some furniture over here on sale, so don't forget to check their little clearance section also. But right now, there's a lot of things going on clearance. So $65 for that bar stool. It's a pretty good price in comparison. We've got some end tables over here. This one here is $60. That feels okay-ish priced. I think you can get that type of table a little bit cheaper. That's a hammered metal. That one is fun. And we've looked at this line over here, but we'll take a look again. It's been a little bit since we've checked out this area. Got a ginger jar style lamp we've got, and their lamps are sold one of two ways, either with or without the shade, so you just have to kind of check. Got some pretty pillows. Let's see. $10. Their throw pillows run anywhere from typically $10 to $30. Just depends on what style and what size. So this is $25. That's a fun piece. I don't think they had that the last time we were here. We've got some lemon garland. This is $20 and a wreath. The wreath is $30. Then we've got our lemon table runner. That one's $20. Our napkins. I like the way they paired the blue and yellow in here. It's got stripes on that side. Our little molds here. So these are the silicone molds. $17 on the tablecloth. And we've got some pillows up here with a little bit more detail. These are only $20. That one's pretty. Got some throw pillows in here. $10 on just a nice basic white one. This one here is $15. I got 25 for this light blue. And you know, we've got to check out artwork while we're here. This particular line is all women's art. Every now and then I come in and there's, you know, a few different pieces. And I am seeing this same line. Some of these pieces are ending up over at Home Goods. It's funny because a lot of times I will see things in this store, at the at-home store, before they end up in the Home Goods store. So I don't know the process of how things get to where they get to, but that's what I've noticed. This piece is 75% off. So if you're looking for artwork or different structural type pieces like this, they're starting to clearance some of these things out. It's just as they change over their stock. Check out some of these other structural items. These are not on sale. 170. I like the combination of the wood and the metal on that one. This one is 50. And if you're new here, and if you're still watching, thank you. Thank you to everyone who's still watching at this point. If you're new here, where are you watching from? I would love to say hello to you in the comments. This particular store that I'm in is the at-home store in Fort Worth, Texas, in the Alliance area. The next couple weeks, we're still living in the Dallas area, Dallas-Fort Worth area, and then I'll be on a project in Florida for about a year. I'm excited but nervous to make the move over there for a little bit, but I've got family there, so it works out well. And then probably after the year, probably back to Texas. So it's gonna be a wild ride, but we'll still be shopping in Florida. I'll take you all along with me. I think this piece is really cool. The combination of the metal and the wood. This one is 40. This little bird is 13. That's a metal. This was a resin. Little starfish here. That one was wood. That's 10. We've got 18 on this one. The other thing that I love about the art section in the at-home store is it is huge. It's probably one of the larger art sections in terms of having structural pieces like this, to painted art in a variety of sizes and literally every style. Got 50 on that one. The greens in here with the gold, that's really pretty. I'm pretty sure my mom had a piece similar to that gold one that we're looking at right now. You ever see pieces and you're like, I am pretty sure I grew up with that in my house, and here it is in style again. So this one is interesting. It's metal and then there's fabric in there, like a burlap material. This one is 50. And then as you'll see, there's large artwork in here. I could get lost in here going through all of the different artwork. This whole section here that we landed on is, I think, all the blues. We've got a cityscape there. I'm going to dive back over here down this aisle and check out what they've got. This one is 100. I love the colors in here. 40 for this one. 25 on that one. That one's really cool too. Let's see if I can stand over here so it doesn't have so much glare on it. Sometimes the glass on the artwork, it just catches the lights. And normally if we just turn a certain way or step back like this, you can see a whole section. Some really pretty greens. And we've got these orange and rust colors in here too. That one is 70. $12.30 on that one. $60. That feels a little expensive for that particular piece. Sometimes I wonder what the rhyme or reason is with pricing on pieces like this. And it's at all stores. There's, you know, when you're looking at different stores, sometimes I'll just go, you know, where'd that price come from? And then you see something else that's just, you know, completely reasonably priced. This is neat. It has thread in there. Can you see the detail? I thought that was really cool. Gives it some good texture. $30. That looks like eucalyptus to me. I'll kind of step back and look. There's a lot of beautiful green in here. I spy some palms. That one is $34. $30 on that one. I like that one a lot. That one is $60. Also $60. See the significant size difference in that one. And this one is $6. I feel like this whole section right here is $60. We've got some good palm trees or palm plants in here too. I don't have the whole tree, it's just the leaves. I like this one. It's $50. I also like the frame that that's in. We've got some coastal pieces here. They have quite a few things for coastal. This is just one little section. There's a whole other aisle of this that we can get a little bit more in depth. Each time I come in, I try to alternate which aisles I'm going down, trying not to get repeat. I do like these birds. Those are really pretty. These are $30. I love this abstract one here. All right, as I was beginning to head out, I stumbled on this little section of artwork in here. I think it's super pretty. I love that it has these little patterns in here and it has resilience, happiness, courage. I love those. And those are all under $20. And then as we head out today, we're gonna just take a look real quick at this one pillow aisle. These are all the interior pillows. They're gonna run anywhere from $10, typically up to $30, just depending on what size, what style. They have a few aisles like this of indoor pillows. So if you're at a loss and need ideas on pillows, maybe swing into the at-home store. I think they have a great selection, very well priced. And with that, everyone, we are going to wrap it up and we're going to head out. At the very end, we'll give you a little bit of a peek of what we were able to find today when we were shopping. I appreciate all of you. I hope you all have a great day. Take care, everyone. Okay, I normally don't share what we purchase. However, it's a trash can, real exciting, but I wanted to just share it because we got it for $40. After my last video at HomeSense and Home Goods, I was talking about how expensive trash cans were. Simple Human's just a brand that we like. Shop around for your trash cans. Just seems like they were kind of expensive, and this was the other thing that we ended up purchasing. Have a good one, everyone. Bye.